The 203 members of the State House have been sworn in to begin the new legislative session. Now, the hard work begins as bills begin to make their way through the committee process. Let's spend 5 minutes with State Representative Mindy Fee of Lancaster County. First of all, welcome and congratulations on your win.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to be here.
Can you tell us, first off, what made you want to run for office?
You know, I grew up in the 37th district. I went to college here. I went to Millersville University. I chose to raise my family here. I have 3 children. I have Danielle, Ryan, and Abby. My youngest is a senior in high school. But I work in the community. I'm a product of this community. And my parents always taught me to believe in the American dream. And that's why I really chose to run for office. I just think I want to be part of Harrisburg who's one of the everyday people, one of the common people, the 37th district, so we have a voice.
And what does it mean to be elected to represent the people of the 37th legislative district?
I'm humbled. I find it to be a great honor. It's not something I always strive to be. My late husband was a public servant, and I learned very quickly from him how to serve the public. He loved it, and I'm very honored to be able to follow in his footsteps with it.
Now, you said that you worked in public service before. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? What did you do before running for the legislature, and how do you think that's going to help you be an effective legislator?
I actually worked for the same company that hired me out of college. I had one boss my whole career. And I was in sales, and I handled different office furniture, and I dealt with the Commonwealth. They were a client of mine. I was a vendor for 20 plus years. So I have been in and out of every state agency there is, and I got to know people. I got to know how the system works. So I think it'll be a great asset for me to be able to help my constituents with any issues they may have, to know where to go over in Labor and Industry or PennDOT when they have an issue.
Now, I understand that you are working to set up your district offices right now back home. Can you tell us a little bit about where they are?
I am. I'm fortunate. Representative Creighton left me with great offices, and everybody asked me while I was out campaigning, will I be in the same locations? And I will be in the same locations. Leadership, I was privileged enough to be able to keep both locations, because the district's 50 miles from end to end. And I will have an office in Mannheim, downtown on the square, and I will have an office up in Denver at the municipal building, at the borough office building. So it's great. People can be able to walk to them, get to them very easily.
Now, obviously you ran a hard campaign. Can you tell us what were some of the important issues that you ran on?
I look at the state budget, and I look where the most money's spent. And of course, Department of Public Welfare is huge. And that was set up as a safety net years ago to help people. And somehow I believe that safety net is just opened, wide open. I dealt a lot with corrections, Department of Corrections, and they're another big part of the state budget. I'd like to see how we can help make those budgets smaller and spend less money. And I believe the first thing we have to do is get people working. If we work with our small businesses and take some of the regulations off them and let them grow, let them hire people, and hire people at wages where they can sustain a family, I think our government will automatically get smaller.
You talked to us a little bit about where your district offices are located. Can you tell us a little bit about the 37th district and what areas it covers?
It's a very rural area. It has 3 different boroughs in it. It has Mannheim Borough and Denver Borough and Adamstown Borough. So it goes actually from Mountjoy Township. It spans the whole northern tier of the district up until Adamstown. And there's a lot of farming communities there, and that's something else I want to help work with. I want to work with our farmers. I want to make our farmers profitable so that they can sustain themselves.
And we only have a few seconds left, but before we end, is there anything you'd like to say to your constituents that are back home watching today?
What I'd like to say is I ran on the promise to be your voice in Harrisburg, and I want to continue with that promise. The offices are there, they're open, they're your offices. The constituents, the taxpayers are the ones who pay for those offices, and I want to hear from you. I would love for you to come in and talk to me, and I will be out in the district as much as possible. I look forward to meeting and talking to everybody.
Well, again, congratulations. We're just about out of time. If you have comments or questions about this or any other legislative topic, Representative Fee's contact information will be on the screen in just a few seconds. I'm Anthony Tezak. Thanks for spending 5 minutes with State Representative Mindy Fee.